Doing today?
What's up? What's up?
I am your host and co-host, Will Garner and Shonna King, and today we are here for another episode of Money Talk. How's everybody else doing out there? If you're doing good and you see us, please put a 1 in the chat. We got a really cool episode today. We're going to talk about some really cool things about the real estate industry in terms of the opportunity in real estate. A lot of people are that I've just run into across the city of Houston and even across the country. They, we get into these conversations about how's the real estate industry going, and should I get into it? And people want to know about what should they expect if they become a realtor. And so today we are going to go into some details about the company that we represent. As you might, or if you don't know, I'm a broker with EXP Realty, the new Centuri team. And Shonna, you can tell them,
I am a team lead, experienced team, icon realtor with EXP Realty, and Will and I have linked up to take over the world.
She crushed it again. Yes, we have definitely linked up to take over the world. So if you have any questions, please leave any questions in the chat.
We're going to do a Q&A style today. So we want to start getting some more interaction from the audience. So you guys feel free, drop some questions. No topic is off limit. Let's make it Spicy Wednesday.
Yeah, Spicy Wednesday, like Taco Tuesday. But this is spice after, right?
Yeah.
It's stuff that gets you
it's
out.
That heartburn Wednesday.
But so as we jump into this, just a little background on myself. I've been in real estate for literally 20 years. Got my license when I was.
This shows your age.
Yes, yeah. This shows my age, actually. That shows my age. But yeah, 20 years in the business. First started off as a leasing agent with a company in College Station after I got my license, called WTA Management. From there, transitioned to the home building side, things working as a general contractor, and then worked with Prudential. I've worked with numerous other brokers as well, Houston Realtors on the east side, and then before I started my own brokerage with New Centuri Properties. And then EXP came along, and I saw the opportunity with EXP Realty, and I said to myself, this is a great opportunity to not only build a business within a business, but also it provides a great
leverage for scaling, a great opportunity for agents who are just getting started, and even agents who are seasoned agents. It's really built for everybody, because I mean, you come from, a plethora of knowledge and all parts of the moving parts of real estate, because there's not just one thing. People see, celebrations and people at closings holding big keys and signs, but they don't see all the struggle that's behind that, from the listing side to pre-qualifying the client. I mean, there's just so many different parts to real estate. But
absolutely,
I was a brand new agent, owned my own company. So, I mean, I am disciplined and things like that, but I was brand new to real estate. So it's funny, because my first year in real estate, I didn't sell one property. Really? Not one. So it was just intimidating, because it's a new industry. Everything's brand new. You're learning everything, and you think, oh, I've got to learn everything. I've got to just know everything, so I can put my action plan in place. But in reality, you have to earn while you learn. From coming from a new agent standpoint, and by the way, we iconed in 2 years, which is crazy, because it's like 40 homes and 0 homes to 40 homes. So It's possible. You just have to take action. And I think that's where a lot of new agents they see the glitter and the glam of people, maybe friends, family, or whoever's in the industry, and they're like, wow, I can do that. Yeah, but I mean, it's work. Yeah. You're literally self-employed. So anyways, like I said, EXP is a great platform for brand new agents coming out the gate, and also for seasoned veterans such as yourself.
Absolutely. And and you mentioned the icon agent, so you can elaborate What does that mean?
So usually every broker has what we call the mafia fee, right? AKA your split. And so EXP has a very competitive split out the gate. It's 80-20. People on board just for that instant bump in pay salary. But once you cap with EXP, which is $2.66 million in sales or $16,000 money that goes back to the company, you have an opportunity to earn every single dollar of that back by achieving icon status. Yeah. So they're very competitive and well, they're set apart from other brokers because of obviously the stock and the training and just all the benefits that you get. We can kind of dive into that in just a little bit, but to achieve icon, as soon as you cap, you need to do 20 more transactions, which also can include leases, right? So that's a quick deal right there. And once you reach that 20 transactions, you achieve icon status, which means EXP will award you back the entire $16,000 in stock value. So, by any means, we can't talk about, the chance that a stock can go up or go down, right? That's probably some FCC violations or something right there. But, there's no other brokerage out there that's giving you one share of stock for anything. So, your cap would be gone regardless, right? So, but I will share this with you. Last year when we iconed, I believe my stock award was 1,239 shares. So if you do the math, what EXPI is trading at the ticker right now.
1,239 at $59 a share.
Yeah, it was somewhere around the $60,000 range or something when I looked at it.
Yeah.
It is $73,000. So, I would take, this for 16 any day. Yeah. But, just saying. Exactly. It could tank tomorrow, and then I could be, with nothing. But that would have been what I would have been with anybody else too, though, right?
That's true.
Because that cap would have been out the window.
Very glass half full way.
It's about 96% full. No, the cup's running over right now.
Cup is running over.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's fantastic. I'm real goal oriented, me myself. So I'm always like, dangle the golden carrot so I can go get that sucker. You know. So give me a target and I'm all about hitting it. So for me, when Icon came on our radar, basically, I was like, well, we're already here. We might as well just knuckle down and let's go for it, you know? And so we did. I remember we closed like 12 transactions that last month, just hammering it, but we did it and it was amazing. So now obviously each year it gets a little bit easier to achieve because, you start capping sooner. And I think we cap now 3 months in instead of 6 or, whatever. So, so we are actually 2 deals away from iconing right now with still 2 months to go to spare. Awesome. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's incredible.
So how do you feel right now for the newbie or someone who's looking to get started, and they say, tell me about the real estate industry right now. What's your take on it right now as far as becoming an agent?
So I feel like anybody can be successful in this business. They just have to have the discipline and not be afraid of hard work. When I say hard work, I'm not talking about manual labor. I'm talking about time, right? So I feel like where a lot of agents go wrong is time management because it's actually something that I struggle with myself because I just want to be in everything and just, what's my next project? And I'm just overbooking myself. And, I need to get down to my 3 and my 10X book, right? My 3 successes for the day. But I just love working. I don't know. It's a plus and a con, I guess, sometimes. But as a new agent, EXP has some really nice things set in place. There's the mentorship program, which would be mandatory for anybody that's a new agent that onboards, which it's worth every second of your time.
Right.
They'll set you up on these modules. It's kind of like Real Estate 101, like a crash course in real estate. And then they've also got another series that's in place, the Fast Start series, which literally, okay, now you're an agent. What do I do next? Type of deal, right? Because people are always like, where's the book or something like that. There's no book. You can run your business any way you want to run it. You just got to run. You got to turn the open sign on and get out there. And I tell people all the time, don't be the ninja agent. It's like, you got to put yourself out there. It's intimidating sometimes to be in front of a camera, right? Taking pictures of yourself, but people want to do business with somebody that they know.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just, there's 40,000 realtors in Houston. What are you going to do to separate yourself from those individuals that people want to do business with Will or with Shonna, you know? So I have my own personal approach. Comedy. I like comedy. I feel like we've got enough stuff going on in the world, you know,
where people need a break.
Yeah, you know, you just want to enjoy it. So I sent you that TikTok we did, right, at the open house the other day.
I saw,
Man, it blew up. It blew up. I couldn't believe it. It was like, I haven't looked at it in a while.
Good.
It was like 600 views or something.
I liked it. Don't get rid of TikTok.
You know, actually, my niece did that for me. I honestly don't use TikTok or anything like that. I'm pretty much Facebook all the time.
It was good.
It was fun, right?
It was internet gold.
It was fun for sure.
Yeah,
it was fun,
definitely.
But you know, just getting, I think a real aspect of being successful in real estate when you're new is getting with a mentor or a team that can kind of guide you on day-to-day activities. You could get out there. I mean, I did it by myself. I didn't have a team. I just, you know, jumped in and, well, I guess I didn't jump in because I didn't sell nothing. So,
no, you jumped in. So, and this is the thing, you know, when you just get into real estate, you know, a lot of new agents that I've dealt with over the years, you know, just getting them to understand truly what their why is. I think if your why is big enough, then you'll be able to swim in any water. And this is something that, just like anything else, it's not going to be easy. You have to, you wouldn't want something that's just so easy to where you really wouldn't appreciate it. And real estate is one of those deals. You come in, you work your warm market, you build up your pipeline, and so it takes time. And now you're at a point where you're reaping the fruits of your labor, doing the activities that help, you know, you to have a consistent.
Yeah, people under the misconception. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I got plenty of people that come in and, you know, blow my numbers away, which I want them to. I share, you know, my failures, I guess. I mean, fail forward, right? So yeah, I share my failures with everybody so they don't repeat those, or can at least prevent them from having to deal with that. It's like, look, you know, we're gonna, don't worry about that. You just get the lead and we're going to take it from there. I'm going to make sure that you have the support that you need to get the deal done.
Absolutely.
But it's just like if you were going to the gym or something and, you know, you expect to have this rock hard body or something and, you know, and not put the time and effort in. You know, it's not a one-day process. And with people, most if you're, you know, buyer heavy, most buyers are not ready on day one. You know, so a lot of people have credit challenges and you have to work through that and come up with game plans. But where agents drop the ball is the follow-up. You know, I mean, that is, if you answer your phone in real estate, if you just pick up the phone, you will close more deals than the average person, because believe it or not, I mean, the agents don't answer their phone. I'll text somebody, I'll get a response. I'm like, well, what are you doing? Oh, I had my phone in my purse. For what? Like, it's not going to make you no money in your purse. Like, your phone has got to be an extension of your business. That's for any business, though. Yeah, you know, the people who answer the phone make money. And, you know, plenty of NAR statistics say, I think it's like 80% of buyers do business with the first realtor that they come into contact with. That's huge. I mean, your odds are just right there. Just pick up the phone. So, I mean, training, I think, is important, but having that go-to person that you can kind of lean on for support is extremely important. I feel like I'm all about teams and structures and things like that. So I feel that there's true strength in numbers, and I feel like you can only kind of go so far as a one-man band.
Absolutely.
You know?
So another cool thing that we've come to find out about EXP, we're at a point where expansion is taking place.
We just opened South Africa.
Yes, South Africa just opened. So, and what we mean by this is that you have the ability to grow your own real estate team as a realtor and have a complete downline of team members, and in different states and countries as well. So South Africa, we've got Mexico
on the pipeline coming up.
On the pipeline,
actually opening in like 5 countries was on the goal this year. They brought over
France is coming.
an international
International.
division, just simply to put us as a global, global spot in the whole real estate industry. So, I mean, EXP it's not just real estate. You know, we've got all kinds of other things kind of going in the background with the Verbella platform and IntroLend. There's just multiple things that you can get involved in as an agent to create additional revenue streams for yourself. If you do come aboard, I feel like that would be one of the main reasons would be just to set yourself up for success in your real estate career, because, you know, as you grow, you have to continue growing. You have to continue expanding whatever businesses you have. You know, if you do insurance, maybe you might start with auto, then you add home, then you do commercial, whatever it is. You always want to be expanding. I tell somebody, if you're not growing, then, you know, you're dying. So EXP is extremely innovative on what they're doing for the agents, you know, pledging 50% of the company's profits back to the agents. I mean, that's huge. I mean,
that is huge.
I don't know anybody that could compete with that. Well, they can compete with that because we don't have brick and mortars. You know, so we're debt free as a company, and people are like, I see your balance sheets, they're all public and stuff. I'm like, well, have you seen Bezos's balance sheets? I mean, I know he's doing pretty good, but on paper, you know, he's not paying no taxes. So, I mean, I don't even worry about that. I'm just like, look, if I got to convince you that this is where it's at, I mean, stay where you're at.
Stay where you're at. Yeah.
Stay where you're at, for sure.
No, it's a great opportunity
Agreed.
to join, you know, a great real estate team. If you're interested, definitely get at us, as we put it, get at us. Let us know, inbox, DM. We can help you get started. If you have more questions, even, please feel free to inbox me, inbox Shonna, and let us know, you know, what your questions are. You know, maybe there is something more that we can help you get over the fence. Or maybe there's a hurdle that is preventing you to start your career in real estate.
So I've got a question for you. So a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to bring over my brokerage, or, you know, I don't want to lose my identity when I come over to EXP. But you don't lose anything. You know, you can still brand yourself exactly the way you want to brand it. You just have to follow your state's guidelines, you know, like, for example, Trex rules or whatnot for Texas. But, you know, I feel like if you can relieve yourself of some of the liabilities that agents, you know, this is what I would assume. Naturally, somebody would be a realtor, and then they'd be a top producing agent, and then they would slide into the next logical position, which is, you know, broker, and then eventually own their own brokerage, or, you know, maybe a franchise or something like that, right? But I feel like that's such a dated model. I really, truly do.
It is, and I'm so as a broker, you know, I think it's more of an ego thing of me seeing, you know, at the point it took me a while to make the decision. I think it was about, you know, I was like, okay, I like seeing my name on the front door. This is my brand. This is everything that I put together, and I loved seeing that, right? You know, but also I had to take a step and look, and I was like, okay, well, I've got the same opportunity to brand what I'm doing, but I'm basically going into a system and making the system work to expand what I'm doing. And my expansion is not limited to just the state of Texas, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, so I looked at that, and then also looked at the opportunity. As far as not just the opportunity, but the resources that were available. And so I thought to myself, that's why it's a great opportunity. So yeah, it's an ego check for sure to say, okay, well, I'm transitioning myself into something that's greater right now. So I think that's where, you know, it was for me now as a broker. I'm still a broker for the agents who I brought in. You know, I have team members who call me every day about something, whether it's how to fill out a CDA, or, you know, just questions about the contract. So I still, fulfill that role, and I enjoy doing that, you know, coaching and helping people through situations they may be going through in real estate. and just sharing the knowledge of something that, I can possibly help them with a transaction that they have, or go that much more smoothly, or
you brought a lot of value to my team chat too when I dropped you in there, so I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
One thing I will tell you though is for me personally, so I always think like, what's the next step? Like I'm always trying to think, what's my next thing going to be, my next project, my next whatever mission, right? The target on the wall. So for me, I was like thinking, if you do want to expand, or if you do want to become a broker, I'm just thinking I'm going to be on this agent chasing rat race for my entire life, because it's so draining. So it's like, you bring in you spend the money, right? You're the one that has to pay for the building. You're the one that's buying the water, the coffee, the tacos, the whatever, the training, the CEs, everything. That's usually all you, right? And then you've got agents that either, number one, are not going to take action, right? So you've got a bunch of dead weight, right? Yeah. So you're constantly like hitting your head against the wall, because you're like, I'm showing you the same thing 25 times and you're just not executing, right? That's frustrating. Or you've got this, one out of every 10 that's just going to take it and run with it and then leave you, and it's like, God, I just spent all this time and effort and money, and this is just with any company out there, not just real estate, right? I mean, turnover is a hot topic for any business owner out there. So I feel like if you can spend your time doing what you really like, which is, teaching your agents or doing real estate transactions, which is what's going to pay you, and let somebody else leverage the training, the phone calls, broker on deck, 9:30 to 4 o'clock every day. There's 7 brokers. Like one of them is always in the broker room ready to help somebody, would relieve a little bit of pressure from you. If you got 35 agents on a team and everybody just called you once a day, I mean, that's 35 phone calls.
It's a lot of phone calls.
Yeah. It's like, I have children. I have a life, I think, so for me, it was a no-brainer.
I have no life.
I don't have a life either. I'm just lying. This is our life. Yeah. No, we're not. We're taking a cruise, right, to Alaska or Paris or something. No, I'm just kidding. No,
I just got back from Nashville.
The cruise I take is in my bathtub every night. So
I just got back from Nashville.
He actually has a life. Yeah, he has a life. I don't have a life,
but it's about to go away for a little bit. So then the kind of the segue that question a little bit. I had a conversation with an agent this morning. We met earlier. Her client wants to do a custom home. As you know, we build and we do the real estate. So we talked before a client got here. We were talking about that, and that was, she's at a point where she's like, I'm about to get my broker's license, and she's like, I'm not sure what to do, and we broke this down, and then so I opened her eyes to a few things that she was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. It is a lot of responsibility I got to take on as a broker. Yeah, it is a lot of,
one bad deal could take you down.
It's a lot of things that she didn't think about, and so I got to get on a phone call with her here in a couple of hours. That's because she wants to transition over to
fantastic
EXP to grow her team, because she's like, yeah, I want to grow my team. I want to grow what I'm doing. And so, I presented, I was like, look,
this is a no-brainer. You plug yourself in. I mean, you can't buy a franchise for $150.
No, exactly.
Right? But you can come aboard to EXP for $149 and have a global business.
That's true.
Where you can scale it as big or as small as you choose to.
Absolutely.
And then, like I said, that stock's not that bad of a cherry on the
absolutely.
One thing I will also tell you that I really enjoy is, okay, so you own a business outside of real estate. I own a business outside of real estate. So how many owners are in that business?
How many owners are in the business?
That you own?
Well, oh my goodness. Well, it's one
That's
owner.
Not a good example. The example I'm going for is there's one owner.
It's one owner. It's one owner for the construction. It's one owner for our technology business. I've got a few.
Will's not the normal person. Will's not an average bear. Let me reframe my question. Strike that from the record.
You got it.
So in a normal business, how many owners are there, sir?
You got one owner, right? There you go.
Okay, there's one owner, right? So even if you loved every single employee to the bottom of the ocean, like just overflowing with love, and you've got no turnover, and the people have been with you for years and years and years, do you agree that there's an amount that you could cap and still be profitable as a business owner or still continue to run, that you could pay those people for their time and effort and commitment to you as an owner?
Oh, man. That would be tough, no?
Yeah, you can't, right? There's going to be a cutoff point.
Yeah, absolutely.
So with EXP's platform, you're giving those people the same opportunity to make as much money as you do, or more than you, right? More. There's anybody can come behind me and scale tenfold, you know? Absolutely. So this is a new real estate model that basically
there are no ceilings.
Yeah. And it's like everybody's a broker, sort of, not really a bad broker, but I'm still gonna get my broker's license for tax purposes, to be honest with you. Just in my 4th year and I've got the points, so now I'm just working on education, but you can call me the janitor. I don't care what you call me. I just need to get paid. So, so I feel like that right there is revolutionary in giving everybody the same equal opportunity in their real estate business to do exactly what you've done.
Absolutely.
So that, to me, that's huge. That was just like let's go.
The scalability is unlimited, and that's what you're getting at with that. And someone can come in and truly make out of it what they put into it.
Absolutely, you can. Absolutely, you can.
It's all about the hard work.
And I like the fact that you said the Texas thing, though, because geographically, I know that some brokerages, we'll never mention any names because there's a lot of great companies out there, but we just know ours is the best. But geographically, you're held hostage if you purchase a franchise, right? So you're in this box of non-compete.
Wow.
Right? And that's McDonald's, Chick-fil-A's, everybody. You got to stay in your little zone.
You got to stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane for sure. And so with EXP, there's no lanes, right? We drive all over the side.
No ceilings, no lanes.
We all over the place. We up, down, left, right, side to side, backwards if we need to. No, never backwards. That's not a good one. We're always moving forward. But,
that's right.
But yeah, so you're not held hostage geographically on how you can scale your business. So we have EXP partners on our team in several different states: Maryland, Wisconsin, Virginia. Where you at, Kim? And looking for more. I've got my eyes on several different people in different states that I would love to collaborate with and link arms and join forces and just take this thing to yeah, exactly. So I'm super pumped about the opportunity that we have right in front of us.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
What about your let's talk about some of the lead generation systems that we have access to, that
without giving away the goods. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, because agents, they want to know. They're like, hey, we get leads and stuff, and so yes, you have access to some lead generation stuff. Some opportunities to get your business launched, right?
Yeah, we actually have a beast mode CRM. I'll be honest with you.
To put it lightly.
To put it lightly. I remember one time Lewis generated 40 buyer leads in literally less than 2 hours. And this is no joke. Like, this is a true story. Shonda Pittman, she'll vouch for me. So basically we've got this lead generation CRM that you can make squeeze pages, you can make landing pages, you can just share your regular link out there in the internet world and get people to come into your pipeline, which, the average consumer these days, another fun fact, right? Call me for phone a friend, real estate. But so fun fact, the average consumer is now looking 3 weeks on the internet before they even reach out to a realtor. So, they're mobile friendly, death to Zillow, but realtor.com or HAR or whatever, you've got all these mobile apps. They're very user friendly. They can just look, kind of filter what they want and kind of window shop is what I call it, for a few weeks before they even reach out to us. So with KB Core, you can get people into your pipeline and your system interacts with them. So they're always kind of up to speed. And then it creates uses artificial intelligence, which is freaking phenomenal, but it creates a profile for your client. And so if they're looking at, 123 Main Street 5 times, the system's going to recognize that and prompt a request for a showing for 123 Main Street, which when you're running your business, so systems are crucial to success. And that's with any business, by the way.
It's called retargeting.
Yeah, there you go. Smart guy here. See, and if you're smart, you get smarter friends. That's what you do. You friend up, right? So,
Yes, you got a friend up.
You got a friend up, baby. You got a friend up. But so it creates that profile for the person, and then the system starts actually recommending properties as they hit the market for them. So when you're busy and you're blowing and you're going, you've got 12 clients that you're working on. That's 12 inspections, 12 appraisals, 12 negotiations, 12 earnest monies to deliver. I mean, it's busy. It's a lot. Yeah. 12, buyers that you got to calm down, or sellers that you got to convince, whatever,
Absolutely.
So it gets hairy for sure. So the system will pick up as almost, I consider it my personal assistant.
Yeah.
Like literally, no joke. So it's following up, it's touching your clients, it's making sure that you don't lose them in the crossfire, because what's devil in details, for proof is in the follow up. I don't know what's the saying, but
devil is in the details.
Yeah. So follow up is crucial. So it helps you a lot, tremendously.
I'm consider myself pretty tech savvy, and so one of the things
to agree
that I think that's another reason that attracted me to this is because I've spent a lot of times working with software and building out websites and stuff like that, and I'm like, man, everybody can't do this, everybody can't duplicate exactly what I've duplicated, but there are a lot of people who have other talents in other areas who just want to come in and they want to put their hard work, on the playing field and make some money.
Oh my God, so, that's a whole nother, episode for sure. But so I tell people, listen, there's more than one way to skin a cat in real estate, right? You just got to get the license so you can earn referrals or residuals, right? Because you cannot get paid in the state of Texas unless you're an attorney, blah, blah. But you got to have your real estate license. Your homeboy can't refer you a friend and you write him a check outside of the closing. That's completely illegal. So get your license. And if you've got, why are you laughing? No reason. Anyways, we'll let that go, but we're moving forward.
Yeah.
So get your license, and whatever your strengths are, use them, to earn your money. So if your strengths are computer related or, guru on tech stuff, you can run ads for agents, the ones that don't get it as easy, and you can earn your money like that. I mean, there's just so many different ways to earn money in real estate. It's ridiculous, So, I mean, I agree. Everybody has strengths and weaknesses, and, gotta build that team of talent.
Gotta build it
up and wide and here and this way.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. All that,
Well, anyway, everybody, you want to leave them with something or any more? I just want to say that if you're interested in the opportunity to get into the real estate business, definitely reach out. Like I said, inbox, hit us up.
We're easy to find.
And get started today. This is another thing I hear a lot of people always ask me. Hey, how'd you get started? What made you start your own business? And I tell people, look, I just did it. I jumped off the ledge. I burnt the bridge. I said, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing in my life. I'm gonna make it work.
I'm looking for hungry people
just do it.
That are self-driven and are ready to, jump.
Let's get going, man.
Let's go. I'm excited.
Let's get going. Let's make it happen. It's, come on with us and build a legacy.
We've got some room on the team for you.
For your family, yes, it is what
it
it is.
definitely is a legacy. That's for sure.
Cool.
Agreed. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate y'all spending some time with us. We'll see you next week.
See y'all next week. Remember,
Peace.
We won't flip away.
We got to get that outro though. That money, money, money.